evening. This is Ron from the Encyclopedia team. It is with great pleasure we have Dr. Clemente Cesarano to this interview. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
So, Dr. Cesarano, before we dive in, our audience would love to get to know you a bit better. Can you tell us a little bit about your background?
Okay, I've got a first level degree in mathematics more than 20 years ago by studying especially differential equation and related orthogonal polynomials in the description of quantum mechanics. Later, I have do my PhD outside of Italy because the first level degree I took in Italy, while the PhD I have studied across Germany and Spain. I got the degree in Spain, again using some generalization studying of the first level degree that is my main research topic, that are special function, orthogonal polynomials, and differential equations.
Thank you. So let's move on to the main focus of this interview. Let's start with your research of approximation theory and orthogonal polynomial. Can you briefly tell us some information or background of this matter?
Yes, of course. As I said before, since my main topic of research is orthogonal polynomial, but this is in the description of approximation theory, especially in multivariate approximation. That means the study of approximation by using quadrature technique or other numerical methods, but much more focused on the approximation through the tools of the idea of special function. That means the generalization of hypergeometric equation and all the related details that we can from this, and then of course again focused on orthogonal polynomial and in some sense also the part of operator theory and the real algebra that are give us the possibility to have an analytic point of view, not only approximation on the numerical context, but also by studying the properties itself of the polynomials and all the other instruments that you use in the approximation fields. Thanks.
Thank you for your clarification. So what is the interesting part about your research? And is there any difference from previous research? And are there any limitations?
Yes, the study of the approx to this kind of problem has been interesting because could be modified during the study. That means that if you see to the theory of approximation by the centuries that start maybe 300 years ago, also for the mechanical necessity and industrial necessity, so with some necessity related to application. As I said before, it's also interesting to study the mathematical properties for itself. Well, a limitation could be that it's not easy to obtain real value of approximation by without the using of computing, and so that you need some instruments to make some approximation. From the other side, the wide range of opportunity that give us all the tools that we use. Again, I'm sorry to repeat, but the main tool is the technique and the concept of orthogonal polynomial gives from the other side the opportunity to explore different approach for this kind of problems. Thanks.
Thank you. So our next question is, are you working on any new project now? And how do you think those might help?
Yes, I'm still working again with the same field that I have described it in the previous question. But in the last year, I have retake an approach regarding fractional calculus. Fractional calculus means the study of the differential equation where the order is not an integer but is a fractional. And there is a lot in literature about this point of view, and our approach, me and my group, is again related by using the tools as tools, the instrument of the special function and approximation theory. That means the operator theory gives us the opportunity to define this kind of fractional operator by using this kind of operator specifically studied in the orthogonal polynomials. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So in the ending part, we would like to ask, what's your perspective of this research field and what will the future look like?
Well, it's not easy to say. I mean, mathematics plus all the other hard science in this century give us a little small step. It's not as the previous century that you give a revolution in physics or in mathematics especially. But so it's just to add little step to step, just to amplify in some way the small part of research of the topics that you are studying. Thank you.
So last but not least, is there any acknowledgement you would like to make?
Yes, of course. I've had 2 or 3 professors that helped me in the study. First of all is Professor Paolo Emilio Ricci, that is now my colleague at my university. I have studied with Professor Luis Vasquez Martinez at Complutense University. But before of that, I have met maybe 25 years ago the emeritus professor Aris Rivastava from Victoria University that teach me a lot of things regarding my field of research. Thank you.
Thank you very much for joining us for this interview, and we wish you and your team the best luck for your future research.
Thank you very much to you, Ron, for all the MADPI stuff. Thank you very much for your interview. Thanks.